Clasp your hands, spine straight, head in upright. Close your eyes, breathe deeply. Visualize the divine as the ultimate consciousness, ultimate state of consciousness. We call it Om. So with that awareness, we'll speak Om 3 times. Inhale. Om. 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 Shanti. 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 Bow down to the divine and the masters, all the Buddhas. Good. So yesterday we studied about disciples, masters, arhats, Buddhas. They are the levels, and you enter into the level according to your state of being. Okay. So long one has the consciousness of individuality and generality, one is in discipleship. When one rises above that, becomes masters, but they still have the awareness of ego soul, right? Masters. Arhats are they who have transcended the ego soul also. And Buddhas are completely who have transcended everything and reached the highest state of consciousness. But everyone starts from zero, from first step, and slowly we rise and enter into the ultimate state of consciousness, where we become oblivious of everything. Oblivious means we don't have any discrimination, we don't have any, any word. We just live with that consciousness. That doesn't mean that we cannot live in this world, in this practical world. In this practical world, you also live, but you have absolutely clear understanding. What is it? Okay. What is it? What is the reality, right? And when we transcend all the assertions and negations and the insight of imagelessness, egolessness, emptiness, when it becomes very clear to us, then we enter into the ultimate state of consciousness. And in this part, we'll study about the mind system, different types of mind. Okay. So first I will explain, and then later I'll ask you the question. That is good that you have gone through. If you have gone through, then. So Mahamati asked to Buddha, what is meant by the mind, right? Mind means chitta. Okay. Chitta is mind. Patanjali also talks about chitta. right?
Mhm.
He says yoga is the cessation of chitta. When your chitta is completely seized, seized, there is no function at mind. When your mind is completely still, that is in its real self, that is in its pure form. That is very clear, right? This is the message of Patanjali. Chitta vritti nirodh. Yoga chitta vritti nirodh. So yoga is when your mind is completely seized, withdrawn. That is yoga. And then Patanjali gives different techniques: yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. In samadhi, your mind is completely seized. Here in this mind system, you'll study what is that mind. Patanjali mentions there are 5 activities of mind, right? Five behaviors of mind. Praman is authentication. Viparya, seeing the things inadvertently, that is called viparya. When you see the things twisted, twisted, not as it is, that is called viparya. Vikalp is alternatives. Vikalp is also like discrimination. Okay. Praman, viparya, vikalp. Nidra is sleep. Sleepy mind. And smriti is memory. So these are 5, 5 faculties of mind. And so long these faculties are functioning, mind cannot be at rest. Mind cannot be at its purest form. So you have to cease from all these activities, from authenticating, from discriminating, from viewing, from, all these things. And here Buddha explains the mind system, and he says mind means chitta. Always remember, mind means chitta. So Buddha replies that all things of this world, be they seemingly good or bad, he uses seemingly. Seemingly means appearing as good and bad. Faulty or faultless, effect producing or not effect producing, receptive or non-receptive. So these are the dualities of things in this world. Okay, what you call duality. So these are dualities: good or bad, or fault or non-fault, effect producing or non-effect producing, receptive or non-receptive. There are 2 groups, 2 types. And Buddha says these 2 types are divided into 2 classes: outflowing and non-outflowing. And here the adjective is used: evil and good. Good and evil. What is good and what is evil? Evil is that mind which flows outward, outward, flowing, extrovert,
Out,
what we
yeah.
call extrovert mind.
Mm-hmm.
When your mind is seeking happiness outside, when your mind is seeking peace in something which is outside, like drugs, like medicine, like, any food or any sensual objects, so that is called outflowing mind. And non-outflowing is when your mind is not flowing outside. So outflowing mind is evil mind and non-outflowing is good mind. Okay. Buddha says that these are divided into 2 groups, 2 classes. The 5 grasping elements that make up the aggregates of personality. And what are the 5 elements?
What is the meaning of grasping in this context?
Yeah, grasping elements means the element which makes your personality. Element. We have 5 elements. We have 5 aggregates. Aggregates means components. Components. 5 things which make a personality. Like Yogi Anand is a personality. Mahendra Nath is a personality. Abhilasha Devi is a personality. You're a personality. But this personality has five factors or 5 aggregates. And what is
Okay.
first is name, second is form, third is sensation, fourth is perception. Okay. Form, sensation, perception, discrimination, and consciousness. These are 5 aggregates. Okay. Form, sensation, perception, discrimination, and consciousness. There are 5 aggregates.
How can I understand form?
Yeah, form is this form, right?
It's the body.
Body.
Okay, okay.
Sensation, there is sensation in the body. Perception is how you view, perceiving, viewing the thing. Discrimination, what you call intellect, right? And consciousness. So these are 5 grasping elements.
Okay, Guruji, again, the word grasping, isn't it like what we say, you are grasping the knowledge and you are getting at everything and to understand it? Isn't that the meaning of it?
Yeah,
To
grasping is taking.
Yeah,
Grasping
exactly.
is taking.
Yeah, okay. Because Marco asked me and I didn't want to know to say that something wrong. I told him that this is what I mean. It meant.
Because
I want to make sure.
I asked the translator.
Mhm.
I put grasp, and it comes out understanding in German. Understanding.
Yeah. Grasp is normally used in understanding sense in that context. Grasp
Okay.
means, did you grasp this? Did you grasp the meaning? Means, did you understand the meaning? That is used as
Okay.
grasp. But here,
But
personality is grasping element, means this personality is made by taking 5 things from the nature. Yeah. So 5 things are taken, and then a personality is formed. So
Yep.
first is form, then second is sensation, third is perception, fourth is discrimination, and fifth is consciousness. And they are imagined to be good and bad, have their rise in habit energy of the mind system. They are the able outflowing of life. Okay. The spiritual attainments and the joys of the samadhis and the fruitage of the samapattis that come to the wise through their self-realization of noble wisdom, and that culminate in their return and participation in the relations of the triple world are called the non-outflowing good. Okay. So the spiritual attainment and the joy of samadhis and the fruits of samadhis. Samapatti means samadhi itself. Samapatti is the final, last samadhi. Okay. So Buddha says the spiritual attainments and the joy of samadhi and the fruits of samapattis that come to the wise through self-realization of noble wisdom. Okay. And that comes through non-outflowing mind. Samadhi is possible through non-outflowing, what we call seized mind, chitta vritti mind, chitta vritti nirodh. When the chitta is not flowing, this is called chitta vritti nirodh. Non-functioning mind. Is clear? And further, Buddha says the mind system, which is the source of the able outflowing, consists of 5 sense organs and their accompanying sense minds, all of which are unified in the discriminating mind. Okay. Actually, mind system is the source of able outflowing, and that has 5 sense organs. We have 5 sense organs. And all these 5 sense organs, so long these sense organs are functioning, mind is functioning, or in vice versa. Means if your mind is functioning, your senses will be functioning. If your mind is absorbed, your senses will not work. Your senses are also absorbed. Okay. And this is called discriminating mind. Discriminating mind is when mind is peeping through these senses, when mind is engaged in these senses, then that mind is outflowing mind. That is evil mind. That itself is called discriminating mind. Okay.
Does it mean that when you withdraw the senses, then you get into this into the non-outflowing mind?
Yes, yes. When you withdraw senses, then your mind is not flowing outside.
Yeah. Then it stays in. Yeah.
Yeah. And what helps in that? Pranayama helps in that, right? Pranayama, after pranayama comes pratyahara, right? And pratyahara is withdrawal of senses.
Mm-hmm.
This is what is called pratyahara. So Buddha is talking about pratyahara.
Pratyahara comes after pranayama.
Yes, pranayama. When you're breathing is very
Yeah.
still, like your mind
You
is
calm down the mind.
yeah. That seizes the mind. That seizes the mind. So Buddha says there is an unending succession of sense concepts flowing into the discriminating or thinking mind, which combines them and discriminates them and passes judgment upon them as to their good or bad. Then follows aversion to or desire for them, and attachment and deed. Thus the entire system moves on continuously and closely bound together. But it fails to see and understand that what it sees and discriminates and grasps is only a manifestation of its own activity and has no other basis. Okay. And so the mind goes on erroneously perceiving and discriminating differences of forms and qualities, not remaining still even for a minute.
Now, in this case, grasp. What meaning has it here? What it sees and discriminates and grasp. Looking for.
Yeah,
Try to get
grasp what it takes.
what it takes.
Yeah. Is only a manifestation of its own activity and has no other basis. Means grasping, grasping is when it finds that this is good, then it grasps. When it finds that this is bad, it lives.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So this is mind functions. This is discriminating mind. And in the mind system, there are three modes of activity. First is the sense mind functioning while remaining in their original nature. Okay. Second is the sense mind as producing effects. And third is the sense mind as evolving.
This part was very difficult for me to understand. I read, but I did not really understand.
Okay, I'm explaining you. See, mind has functions, right? So mind which functions while remaining in their original nature. Original nature is it is connecting. It is very peaceful. It is very profound. And it is functioning, but it is peacefully functioning, right? This is the first thing. Is clear?
Yes, this is the original nature.
Original nature of mind is peaceful.
Peaceful.
Yeah.
Is it
When
like
mind,
I'm sitting now? That's it, nothing. That's the original mind.
original
No
mind,
thoughts,
original
nothing.
nature of mind is peaceful, calm.
Yeah. So that's like there's nothing, zero. You're not thinking. You're just in that stable element, and that's it.
No, first type of mind Buddha explains here, that mind functions, but it remains in its original nature.
Okay.
Means this is possible that your mind is peaceful but functioning. You know, when your mind is functioning with peace, that gives better result, right? Isn't it? It's very, very clear. There is
Yes.
nothing confusing, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
So see, there is mind which is very fickle mind, very, unfocused mind, but it is also working. But that mind will not give you better result.
Yeah.
Or
I
when
can
somebody
really
is stressed,
Stressed,
when
with
somebody
a
is
stressful
stressed,
mind, with anxious mind, if you are doing anything, that mind,
distracted.
that mind
Distracted.
doesn't remain in its original nature.
Yeah, I had a life example yesterday. Guruji.
So healthy mind remains in its original nature and is functioning. That is called healthy mind. Second is the sense mind as producing effects. Okay. Effects means is working, is producing effects. And this third is sense mind as evolving, is transforming. So first mind, it is functioning but remaining in original nature. Second, it is producing the effects. And third is
what kind of effect, Guruji? What kind of effects?
that could be
Like
good
a
or bad.
result?
That could be good or bad.
A result.
Yeah, result.
Okay.
And third is the mind is evolving,
Yes.
understanding that this
Means
is bad thing.
developing.
Evolving. Evolving mind is transforming mind. Transforming mind. See, like you, when you joined this course, when you started learning this yoga, your mind had changed a lot.
Yeah.
And this is called evolving mind.
Mm.
This is evolving mind. You do meditation, and every meditation session evolves your mind. And second is effect producing mind. That is producing the effects. Effects means creation. You create new things. Okay.
Mhm.
So there are three functions. So I will take you to the last paragraph.
These mental processes.
On the page number 380.
Yeah.
I would like to highlight one thing, which is very important. Can you see that in this ways, the activities of the evolving mind system, by reason of its habit energy, stirs up waves of objectivity on the face of universal mind?
Where is that, Guruji?
Cannot find it.
After that, where there are 3 points, right? After that para, in the next paragraph.
Yeah, there is the discriminating mind because of its capacity to discriminate.
Okay, let me explain from the beginning. That will be more clear. So you saw the three mind system, 3 modes of
Yes.
activity, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Buddha says, by normal functioning, the sense mind grasps appropriate elements of their external world, by which sensation and perception arise at once, and by degrees in every sense organ, and every sense mind, in the pores of the skin, and even in the atoms that make up the body, by which the whole field of apprehended like a mirror reflecting objects, and not realizing that the external world itself is only a manifestation of mind. Okay, that is first activity. The second mode of activity produces effects by which these sensations react on the discriminating mind to produce perception, attraction, aversions, grasping, deed, and habit. These are called producing, effect producing mind, right? The third mode of activity has to do with the growth, development, and passing of the mind system. That is, the mind system is in subjection to its own habit energy accumulated from beginningless time. As for instance, the I-ness in the I that predisposes it to grasp and become attached to multiple forms and appearances. In this ways, the activities of the evolving mind system by reason of its habit energy stirs up waves of objectivity on the face of universal mind, which in turn conditions the activities and evolvement of the mind system. Appearances, perception, attraction, grasping, deed, habit, reaction, condition on another incessantly, and the functioning sense minds, the discriminating mind and universal mind are thus bound up together. Okay, so discriminating mind, which is active mind, works in coordination with universal mind. Okay, universal mind is the resource, what you call divine mind or God mind. Every individual mind is connected with God mind, right? And takes resources from there only. Comprehension, understanding, all these are the faculties of mind, and that helps reach divine mind. Okay. Next paragraph I would like to highlight. The discriminating mind, because of its capacity to discriminate, judge, select, and reason about, is called the thinking or intellectual mind. Okay. Can you see that?
Yes.
What you call intellectual mind is discriminating mind only. But discriminating mind, when it judges as good and bad and grasps the good things and leave the bad things, this is the function of intellectual mind. Okay. And this is active in everybody, intellectual mind. But the capacity depends on the sharpness of the intellectual mind, sharpness of the intellect. There are three divisions of its mental activity: mentation, which functions in connection with the attachment to objects and ideas; mentation, that functions in connection with general ideas; and mentation, that examines into the validity of these general ideas. These are the three functions of intellectual mind. Okay. Okay. So first is mentation, which function in connection with attachment to objects and ideas. Second, in connection with general ideas. And third, into the validity of these general ideas. Okay. The mentation, which functions in connection with attachment to objects and ideas derived from discrimination, discriminates the mind from its mental processes and accepts the ideas from it as being real and becomes attached to them. A variety of false judgments are thus arrived at as to being, multiplicity, individuality, value, etc. A strong grasping takes place, which is perpetuated by habit energy, and thus discrimination goes on asserting itself. This is called, in psychology, this is called SR. In psychology, there is a term called SR. SR is selective retention. Selective retention is what you think is best, you carry that, you retain that, you select that, and you retain life to life, lifetime, many lifetimes, some ideas, some philosophies, some ideas you attach. Buddhas have also that thing. And people who are not Buddhas, like below that, Arhats have also that thing. Below Arhats, masters have also that faculty. Disciples have also that faculty. And below disciples, who are called ignorant, they have also faculty. They value, what you value, you carry that with you.
Mhm.
So worldly people value the money, property, and all this stuff. They carry this. Okay. And in everybody, you'll find this faculty. Everybody has mind. And what one values constructs that person's life. Is that clear? And please see page number 381. There, Buddha says, by meditation as an examining function is meant the intellectual act of examining into these general conclusions as to their validity, significance, and truthfulness. This is the faculty that leads to understanding, right knowledge, and points the way to self-realization. The meditation. Meditation means thinking. Meditation is the function of mind. By functioning of mind as an examining function is meant that intellectual act of examining into these general conclusions as to their validity, significance, and truthfulness. So this function of mind leads to right knowledge, and right knowledge leads to the way to self-realization. It's clear?
Mhm.
So next question Mahamati asked to Buddha is, pray tell us, blessed one, what relation ego personality bears to the mind system? And in this answer, Buddha explained about the self-nature of the five grasping aggregates that make up the personality. The five grasping aggregates are form, sensation, perception, discrimination, and consciousness. So form belongs to the primary elements, okay, primary elements of the nature. And the four remaining aggregates are without form. And they are not to be reckoned as four because they merge imperceptibly into one another. That is not four. They are one actually, but they're different, different parts of four, different parts of the same one element, and collectively these four things collectively is called name. So basically there are only two things, forms and names. So names are divided into sensation, perception, discrimination, and consciousness. So these four is actually one only. Okay. And Buddha says that they are Maya-like and dream-like than are things. Okay. Is it getting clear, Lina and Mahendranath?
Step by step.
Slowly.
See, this is a very profound subject and it
Mhm.
takes time to understand. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
And take time. Harish,
जी गुरु जी।
समझ में आता है ना?
हाँ समझ रहा है बाकी थोड़ा सा डर रहता है तो बाकी दोबारा बाकी समझ पा रहा हूँ थोड़ा थोड़ा।
हम्म। So I would like to highlight you that text, these four mental aggregates. Can you see that? These four mental aggregates that make up personality are beyond calculability. Can you see? Lina,
These four mental aggregates.
can you see that? These four mental
Yes,
aggregates
okay.
that make up personality are beyond calculability. They are beyond the four propositions. They are not to be predicated as existing nor as not existing, but together they constitute what is known as mortal mind. Please highlight this line. दिखा हरीश?
हाँ हाँ
इसको हाईलाइट करो.
जी जी विदाउट प्रॉब्लम एंड मार्क से आगे ना.
They are even more Maya-like and dream-like than are things, because they are not tangible. They are intangible, right? Buddha says they are even more like Maya, like dream.
Yeah.
Things are very clear, right? Body is very clear, but mind is not clear. Mind is not seen. That is
Yeah.
just perceived. Okay.
Guruji, can I ask a question?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, in all the chapters and everything we've been reading in these sutras, I keep saying that, I keep seeing that we are calling them the ignorant. Isn't this something that as yogis are not supposed to say?
You mean
The word ignorant, the people.
ignorant?
We are talking about certain kind of people, and we are calling them the ignorant.
Ignorant.
As a methods of a yogi teacher, no discrimination, all these things, and how not to name and not to point someone with something. But here, I mean, there's always the word, those ignorance.
Yes. See, people have categories, right? People have standards, people have levels. We cannot deny that people have standards or levels. Like people who are attached to mortal things, mortal means impermanent things.
Yeah.
They are called ignorant. But people who don't have attachment to impermanent things, they are called wise.
But
This is not discrimination. This is not discrimination. This is the state of being. And you don't discriminate, but they are themselves into that level. If you are discriminating, then you are ignorant. If you are not discriminating, then you automatically come into the wise category. Of course, discrimination is not good, but
Exactly.
you are not discriminating. You are not discriminating. Rather, they are in their level. They are automatically in that level.
लाइट गई दोबारा से बस नहीं थे, अभी आधा घंटे के लिए आई थी, तो कैमरा ऑफ रखा ठीक है
हाँ, कोई बात.
जी.
Okay.
Is that clear
So
or not?
it is clear, but I mean, the word itself, if you really want to explain it, it's not a nice word. I mean, if you go to dictionary or something, like in the past, how the rich people, they called the farmers the peasants. They are called the peasants because they are farmers and they are workers, peasants.
Mhm.
So when I say ignorant people, it's like saying people who know nothing, who are dumb, or maybe not, no knowledge, no intelligent, no. So it's a little bit
Discriminating.
yeah.
Yeah, it is discriminating, of course. It is discriminating, but they who discriminate are not wise. Okay?
Okay.
They who discriminate are not wise. So we must not discriminate. Even rich people should not discriminate as they are poor or they are peasant.
Exactly.
But if they discriminate, then they are not called as wise. So classification here in the spiritual world is not based on the money or based on this, but based on the mentality. Mentality.
Okay.
Mentality. If anyone has mentality to discriminate, to judge, to hate, right? That person is not fit for a spiritual world. That person is not fit to be a teacher even. That person is not disciple even. Then what about master? What about arhat? What about Buddhas? Right? Buddhas are absolutely non-discriminating one. This is what we are studying.
Okay. I don't know if what I will ask is a bit of maybe the first chapter or second chapter, if I may ask it now, because it just happened today. When it's some a person that is from my country. I mean, I had a WhatsApp and I was like, I blocked everything but then I said, you know what? Maybe I should give them a piece of my mind and get it out from my system and just let go. So by doing so, was it wrong, or was it a release? Was it a detachment?
You blocked.
Not the blocking. The blocking, I blocked them before, but no. It was a situation, and I had to, for the first time, I had the courage to answer in a very polite, proper yogic way.
Mhm.
So, and then that's it. So, and after that, I felt that, wow. So is this detachment? I'm not detached anymore. When I'm done, I close the page and that's it. So it's gone. That's it, right?
Yeah, this is withdrawal of yourself. You withdrew you.
Because I feel better. It's like
Yeah,
the heaviness is gone.
yeah, that is good for you. That is good for your health. That is yogic way of, behaving with people, behaving with things, functioning of mind, but living in its original nature. Living yogic. It's called
Okay.
yogic.
Okay.
Yogic way of responding, yogic way of behaving, yogic way of functioning. That is good.
Okay.
Yeah. Any question from Mahendranath?
We were speaking about these four mental aggregates
Mhm.
that makes the personality.
Mhm.
But sensation, perception, and especially the sensation,
Mhm.
sensation is in the body. Why
Yes.
we speak about the mind? Because it's written this for mental aggregates.
Yeah.
Mental.
Yeah.
But
Sensation.
yeah.
Sensation is because that is mental faculty. If your mind is absorbed, although your body is here, if somebody touches you, you don't feel that touch. Your body is there, but your mind is not there.
Yeah, because the control is from the mind anyway.
Yeah. And anatomically also, physiologically and anatomically also, this is brain which feels the touch and sensation because of nervous system.
Okay.
The anesthesia, when anesthesia is given, there is disconnection between the brain and to that limb, that part of the body, because of the blockages, and brain is not receiving that sensation
Okay.
anatomically. And psychologically, if your mind is absorbed, if somebody touches you, you don't feel that. This is like in deep sleep. When you are in deep sleep, really very deep sleep, and somebody touches you, you don't feel
You
anything.
don't feel.
A snake has come and snake is moving on your body and you are in deep sleep. You're not having any sensation, but you are waking, and if a snake comes, even without coming close to your body, you feel sensation, right?
Yes, correct.
From far place. So this is mind. This is mental faculty. Sensation is mental faculty.
Now it's clear. Thank you.
Welcome. Any other question? See, the mind system is very, very important part of the sutra. We should understand what is mind, how mind works. And whole Patanjali Yoga Sutra is on mind only, right? Patanjali says,
It's everything. It's
yeah, he
everything.
says you control your mind and you are done. You are yogi. You control your mind and you are yogi. And there is assessment test, there is examination, how much control you have on your mind. So in India, there is there are some myth, or that is true also. In our textbook, it is written that when you practice meditation or holistic yoga for enlightenment, then the nature sends you different things to check your level of your control of mind. So nature will frighten you, and if you are not frightened, then you are considered as a yogi. Then nature sends you some attractions. Like if you are male, then nature will send you beautiful woman. And if you're attracted, then you are gone. Then you're not yogi. That means your mind, you don't have control over your mind.
Will be a hard test.
Hardest. That is why Buddha was tested. When Buddha was on the process, first he was sent by fierce situations, right?
Mhm.
And then in second phase, he was sent the beautiful woman, and he was not disturbed at all. Neither fear nor any attraction. Means he showed his control over mind. Not he showed, but he had that in reality. That is why he was Buddha.
Mhm.
If he had been affected, then he could not become Buddha.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there is condition of mind, that your mind should be fully in your hand. That should not be disturbed by anything. No sense, neither eye, nor ear, nor taste, nor touch, nothing should disturb your mind.
Mhm.
Okay.
But when you, let's say, when you are very hungry,
Mhm.
and then there is a nice perfume coming from neighbor's house and enters into your nose, and you're hungry, it's
Mhm.
difficult. You start desiring to eat that.
Yes, it is difficult. Of course, it is difficult. And if you are hungry, then just to feed your body is okay. Just to feed your body is fine. But for taste, you are eating toxic food. You are eating, harmful things. Overeating. What is overeating? Overeating is nothing but because of taste. Any
Yeah.
food is tasty and you ate over because you are slave of your taste. Your mind is not controlled. Overuses of anything, like some people are listening music for hours and hours.
Mhm.
That means that person is obsessed with the music. Obsession.
Mhm.
You should not be slave of senses, but you should be master of senses. This is what is called Swami. Swami in yoga.
Be the controller,
Yeah.
the captain of the ship.
I just want to show a video that will be very clear how Buddha was
Mhm.
tested for his enlightenment. Are you ready to see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. This short video. Okay, I'm just taking you to that. Can you see the screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
This is in Hindi, but you will understand. Just scenes. This is Buddha, he's meditating. That was the sign of his.
इस पत्ते में सूर्य, चांद, सितारे सब समाये हुए हैं। सूर्य के
Buddha.
बिना इस पत्ते का अस्तित्व नहीं होता। बादलों के बिना वर्षा नहीं होती। जैसे मेरा भी कभी जन्म नहीं हुआ। हम सब केवल प्रकट हुए हैं, इसीलिए हम कभी मृतक नहीं हो सकते। मैं हूं।
He was given the food.
कल रात्रि मैंने बड़े असाधारण स्वप्न देखे। अपनी साधना के आसन से नहीं उठूंगा।
Now he starts his intensive meditation. This is the night of his enlightenment, when he got enlightenment. Now he sees. Now he is tested.
यदि परम सत्य तूने पा भी लिया तो तेरा विश्वास करेगा कौन? तो बुद्ध के सिंहासन पर बैठ इतना अहंकार तुझमें जागा कैसे? मैं स्वयं धरती को अपना साक्षी बनाता हूं। आज ये पृथ्वी साक्षी होगी कि सिद्धार्थ ने मारा को कैसे पराजित किया। ये पृथ्वी प्रतीक है कि हम दो विपरीत विचारधाराओं के बीच स्थिर हो सकते हैं, अंतर में और बाहर भी, सुख और दुख एक ही सिक्के के दो रूप। जब सुख की कामना का अंत हुआ, हर जीव को विचरना है। आकाश गंगाओं में यात्रा करो, पर पैर धरती पर गड़े होने चाहिए। दिन का स्रोत कहीं बाहर नहीं।
जो सिद्धार्थ बुद्ध
साथ किया। आज मैं भी जाग सकती हूँ। अपनी कोख में कहना
क्या हुआ? मुझे कुछ हो गया है।
So that was the, night of enlightenment, when he got enlightenment. He meditated and he was attacked by fierce things, and he was not scared. He was alone in that jungle in dark night. That was actually full moon, but that was very solitude and very, dense forest. He was meditating under the banyan tree. And that night when he was meditating, then lots of things happened, fiercing things, but he was not disturbed. You have seen that. That was a, movie, but they have made it very nicely, depicted very nicely how he got enlightenment, and after that he became super enlightened. So nature tests you, and when you are not frightened, when you are not disturbed, then nobody gives you a certificate, but that happens automatically. There is no one to give you a certificate. When he got enlightened, then there was no God, there was nothing, no one who came and said, no, you are enlightened, right? That was his experience. That was his realization. So that is the meaning, that your mind should be absolutely unattached, undisturbed by anything. Yeah. Okay. हरीश, मैं ये लिंक भेजूंगा, इसको देखना, बहुत अच्छा एपिसोड है ये।
जी गुरु जी भेज देना मुझे पूरा देख लूंगा सुबह
बहुत अच्छा एपिसोड है, बहुत थ्रिलिंग है, इट्स वेरी
जी जी काफी अच्छा लगा, भेज देना मुझे, देखूंगा आज उसको।
Okay, so that was it for today. And in next day, we'll discuss the next question and answer, where Mahamati asked to Buddha about universal mind and its relation to the lower mind system.
Yeah. Okay.
We should understand, we should, not be in hurry, especially in this part, because this is very
Yeah,
serious.
this one is long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
the lower mind system we did not touch yet, right?
Mhm.
No. Lower mind system
This
is, yeah, we'll discuss.
Okay,
Universal mind and lower mind system.
fine.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Namaste.
Namaste,
Have a nice
Guruji.
day. Namaste. Bye.